Alright, welcome to my MAD MOXXI bundle early gameplay and review. So some of you may already have this bundle because there is a promotion that's still going on right now where if you buy Borderlands 4 from the Epic Games Store, you get this MAD MOXXI bundle for free. And I know everyone always gets upset by that. What do you mean it's free? You have to pay $70 to get the game. Well, you're paying for the game, you're not paying for this bundle. This is a free portion of the game that you get, if that makes sense. So if you're going to buy this game regardless, do it from the Epic Games Store and you get this in Fortnite, no charge. I guess I should say no additional charge. How about that? So I will link Borderlands 4 on the Epic Games Store in the description, and I'll pin a comment if you want to get that. You can't buy the game and then refund it and keep the skin, by the way. If you do that, they take it away from your locker. If you don't plan on getting Borderlands and you still enjoy this skin and the bundle, it will come to the item shop, or at least it's supposed to. I got to be careful what I say now. Tomorrow, September 20th, at the item shop reset. So I'll put a disclaimer here. We've had some issues in the past with the emails that I get from Epic Games having the wrong date. So that's what it says. Tomorrow, September 20th, this is supposed to be in the item shop. So what do you get with this MAD MOXXI bundle? So you get the skin, obviously, sold separately. This is supposed to be $1,500. You get the back bling, sold separately is going to be $300. You get a pickaxe. Wow, that's a big pickaxe. Sold separately, this is going to be $800. Now, I'm not 100% sure if the wraps and the emote are in the bundle. The way they space this out, it doesn't look like they are, but they could be. So I don't know. But there are 3 different wraps that you can get. Here's the first one, here's the second one, and here's the third one. But again, I'll show you these in just a second. And then there's one emote as well called MOXXI's Lip Service. She grabs the heart, chucks it down, stomps on it. So that's everything. There's 3 wraps, 1 emote, pickaxe, back bling, and the skin. But again, on the email, it kind of looks like only the skin, pickaxe, and back bling are in a bundle and everything else is sold separately. I can't tell. These emails always confuse me. Well, regardless, let's take a look. So obviously this is from Borderlands, and I love the artistic style here. I know a lot of people hate cell shading, but this is the illustrated version. I love these in Fortnite. Her description says, serving top-shelf hospitality and heartbreaks. So let's just say you don't like the design. I don't know how you couldn't, but man, does she look awesome. Let's just say you didn't like it. You could turn it off because there's a shader option. Now this still looks good, and in fact, had I not seen this version, I think I would absolutely love this one. But I just think she looks way better in that shader illustrated one. It just gives it more definition, I think. But regardless, yeah, there's an option to turn it off if you so desire. So the back bling is the MOXXI's tip jar. It says, thanks for the tips, sugar. Now sadly, you can't turn this off, and that looks like that illustrated effect as well. So I'll show you what that looks like if you turn her shader effect off. We'll see. It probably looks pretty dumb. Her pickaxe is the Underdome Megaphone, a souvenir from the ill-fated Underdome. Again, you can't turn the illustrated appearance off. For a glider, I'm going to use the Diamond Pony from the other Mayhem set in Chapter 3, Season 1. Again, we saw the emote. The description says, when I'm good, I'm very good. I love the sound effects on those. And then for the wraps, we've got a reactive one called Jacob's. So I'm going to show all these off. The other one is called Malawan. Is that how you say that? Malawan? This one is damage reactive. I like the color scheme on that. And this one's called Torg. And this is damage reactive and a limb reactive. So 3 different options for the wrap. I don't know which one's going to actually look best on her. We're going to find out though. Okay, here we go. So let's take a peek at the Diamond Pony. It really is a good glider. If you forgot, it literally poops out a weapon. You can see a scar sometimes. It's so fast though. Sometimes it's hard to make out what comes out of there. But it's a pretty decent glider. It is that illustrated effect as well. Very bright, rainbow contrail. I'm sure you can find a better glider though. I'm still waiting for the day where you can sort things in your locker by the illustrated or cel-shaded effect. Alright, here we go. Check this skin out. This looks good. Take a peek from the front here. So I love her design. I've not played this Borderlands yet, so I don't know anything about this character, but she looks like she's straight out of the Wild West. I love that plumed hat. Little nervous about the aim down sights, we'll see. But her whole getup just screams Wild West to me. Check out that revolver she's got holstered as well. That's a beautiful outfit. I love this. Pickaxe looks pretty good as well. There's a lot of pink on there. It's a giant megaphone. I'm hoping the back bling does something. It's a tip jar, but we'll find out. First of all, let's take a look in the dark as well. So the pickaxe obviously lights up. She's got a lot of makeup on her face. Kind of has a gleam to it, but that's about it. No real glow on the skin itself. Okay, let's do the pickaxe pull-out sound and swing animation. Here you go. I'll be quiet. Okay, so you can notice the feedback sound effect right away when you withdraw. And the contrail's pretty good. It's a lot of pink in there, so I'm assuming the splash is going to be pink too. Oh wow, not only is it pink, you get a pink Dragon Ball that appears. I don't know what that is. It looks like a circle with a star in it, but it kind of reminds me of a Dragon Ball. That's cool. A nice contrail. How about a weak spot reactivity? I don't think so. Nothing doing there. Get a few hits here. So the handles of the tip jar do have some physics. When you jump, they go up and down. Nothing too special there. Alright, how about the aim down sights? Here we go. Alright. It's a little obstructing. I figured the hat was going to be pretty darn big. And it is, but at least you can see a little to the left. Her hair does overlap, and that big collar, some of the wrap. But overall, I'd say this is doable, manageable. So this is the first wrap. It is reactive, so is it only reactive on reloading? Yeah, so it doesn't seem to do anything when you shoot, but when you reload, that little gear spins closest to you. So that's cool. A reload reactivity. We'll see this better on the wrap skin in a minute. Okay, so this is the Torg wrap. This is damage reactive, I think. So nothing when you shoot. Okay, that was pretty sweet. So every time you hit someone, it lights up with fire, and then upon getting that a limb, the entire thing's strobed. And by the way, when you shoot, it looks like her bracelets on her arm go up and down. It's a nice attention to detail there. And then lastly, we got this orange and blue wrap. So this one's damage reactive as well. So we'll have to get some limbs. It's an interesting color scheme. I kind of like it, but it doesn't really go with this character. All right, so let's deal some damage here, see what it does. Okay, so I didn't see anything. So maybe it's me taking damage? All right, let's get some damage here and see. Oh, yeah. So you can see, you get little hexagon things popping up. Okay. But how often are you going to see it? I guess if you're aiming in and someone whacks you, then you'll notice it. Let's turn off this. Yeah, so let's see if we're getting shot while we're shooting. Okay. So it is noticeable. I just always prefer my wraps to be me doing the damage reactive, because you know you can do that at any given moment. So that's pretty good. All right, I forgot to look if the tip jar does anything. Here we go. Nope, I didn't see anything there. Okay, so let's turn the shader off real quick and see how that looks. So she doesn't look too bad, but like I said, I think she looks way better in that illustrated effect. But seeing this, the pickaxe and the back bling don't appear to be that bad either. You can't really notice that much of a difference. Here's her aim down sights. You can see her skin looks a little more bright without that effect to it. I don't know. At least this option is available. Oh, I didn't even realize she had a massive ponytail. Holy smokes. So I feel like you're going to need a back bling on this character. Otherwise, that thing goes wild. To and fro all over the place every time you jump. A back bling will certainly hold this down. You can even notice it when you're aiming in. How did I not see she had a big ponytail? Alright, let me turn the cell shading back on. Yeah, I don't know. Her skin just looks better in the illustrated version. It's almost like a cream color. So let's try all the wraps now on the wrap skin. But first, let me get a pickaxe elimination. We'll just double check that this does not do anything upon getting a kill. So no reactivity on the skin, back bling, or pickaxe, just on the wraps. Okay, so here it is. You can see that whatever weapon you wield, it'll fix the counter to compensate for your magazine. So the AR has 30. This shotgun has 5. What's this got? 32. So if you need help counting your ammo, I don't know why you would, it can do it for you. And then look at the reactivity. Every time you reload, you get that nice green gear spin. That's pretty sweet. Some of these wraps are just so good on the wrap skin. And the color scheme's nice too. It's like a wood color scheme. It's like a giant saw. And obviously the counter glows too. So it doesn't do anything special if you extend the whole magazine. It'd be cool if it changed colors based on how low you were. Nothing unique to each weapon either. It all does the same thing when you reload. Pretty cool. Alright, next up is the orange and blue one. So I love this color scheme. This looks really cool. But remember, this is the one that only reacts to you taking damage. However, upon taking damage, you can see you get that nice effect. It lasts for a few seconds. It's almost like a big honeycomb effect. So here it is in the dark. Here it is when we aim in. So it's not too bad. Alright, last but not least, this one kind of looks like a racing design. So this one is reactive to me damaging somebody else. You can see the fire. So it appears to pop up in different spots. And then when you get an limb, watch this. Instead of doing one by one, it just does them all in a row. I'll try to do rapid fire this time. Here we go. So it kind of reminds me of the cheesy fire explosions from way back when in the movies. But at least it's something you would be seeing constantly because you should be constantly dealing damage. So here it is with a pickaxe. So definitely not the best wrap, but that's pretty sweet. At least it's easy to trigger. Let's just see if anything special happens when a non-MOXXI character uses this. Wait a minute. Does MOXXI do the peace sign at the end? There's the heart. Grab it, stomp it, break it. Ooh, did you see that? So that is unique. So let me do it from the front. So she tips her hat, blows the kiss, grabs the heart, throws it down, stomps it, smothers it, tilts the hat. So there you go. That is the MAD MOXXI bundle. I love this. I've liked this skin ever since I laid eyes on it. I think it's a really well-designed, almost Western-inspired skin. Very, very clean all around. And again, if you don't like her cel-shaded illustrated effect, you can turn it off, where she doesn't look as good, in my opinion, but some people may find her even better without it. The only thing that's missing is a reactivity. I thought for sure the tip jar would do something, or even the megaphone, but they don't. However, they made up for that with the 3 wraps. They're all 3 reactive. None of them really go well with MOXXI, but at least they're all that illustrated cell shaded effect. And the emote was pretty cool too. As you saw, there's 2 different renditions depending on if you use Moxxi or a non-Moxxi character. Pretty cool. So there you go. Again, she's supposed to come to the shop tomorrow, September 20th. So if you live in Europe, it's not tonight's item shop reset, even though it will be the 20th for you. It's tomorrow, always American time zones. And by the way, there is a promotion going on right now. If you use anyone's Support-A-Creator Code that has played the new Delulu game mode for an hour, they get double the earnings. So if you like this review and you want this skin, please consider using my Support-A-Creator Code. All my earnings go towards my daughter's medical condition and her medical funds. My code is tabortime, Tabortime. It's this weekend only that you get double the earnings. So if you want this Moxxi skin, please put in a Support-A-Creator Code. Again, mine is right there. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Like is always appreciated. And as mentioned, don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator Code, which is tabortime.